Vlog, what's goody, man? I hope all y'all doing good. I hope y'all are blessed. I hope, you getting through the trials and tribulations. I'm at that part of my life right now also where I'm like, damn, I'm getting tired of all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting tired of all this shit, bro. Everything I'm doing, I'm like, man, and this is the problem, bro. When we go to second guessing, this is why I feel like you got to push harder, because this is the ultimate test where it's like, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do, Kev? You gonna fold? When times get hard. So whenever times get hard, you just fold. So you'll never get nowhere. You see what I'm saying? Because as soon as a obstacle comes that's difficult, you're done for. And guess what? In life, there's always gonna be an obstacle that comes that's difficult. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm just going through some of the biggest tests, now. And to me, it's like with patience and sticking with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's a lot of people's problem, like patience and sticking with it. It's kind of like the barbershop, and like I always say, I'm gonna talk about stuff that is relatable in my life, because those are my experiences, and this is what I'm going through on my life. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk about something that I don't know about, or I'm not I'm not in that field or whatever. But it's just like barbering, right? And barbering, there's a lot of barbers that come and they'll sit around and they think, they're going to build a solid clientele within a couple weeks, within a couple months. Yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? That shit sounds good. And I feel like life is like that, bro, with everything. Like, anything is going to take some time to do, bro. It's going to take a while for you to sit down and really put some time into this shit and really have faith into this shit. And so you could see some results, and like people back out too quickly. And bro, I understand, because I get that before and I still get that also. And I still get those times where I'm like, damn, I just want to quit this shit and go do something else, like, and I'm not just talking about barbering. I'm talking about everything I do in general, even with this YouTube shit, even with Instagram and this and that. Sometimes I'll be like, damn, I just want to quit this shit and just go do some other shit and say, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, you'll go and do some other shit and you're really starting all over from zero, and you're gonna have those same feelings doing that different thing. See, I've done a couple businesses while doing barbering, and I'm glad I did, right? I'm glad I did, because I've noticed that, damn, every business has its bullshit. Everything that you go and do, like, you might see somebody and you're like, oh man, that shit looks fire. Like, he's fucking, I don't know, like, oh, he got a smoke shop and he sells vapes and it's chill. He just chills all day. Like, bro, you don't know the bad side to that shit. You don't know the cons to that shit. That shit might be whacker than what you're doing right now. Like, your cons might be, oh, you got to deal with a lot of bullshit, or, a lot of stress and this and that. That shit might be the same times two on a different type of level. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what people don't understand. Is like the grass ain't always greener on the other side, bro. And I seen this post, or I was watching a podcast, and somebody was saying the grass looks greener on the other side because it's fake. And that was like the realest shit I've ever heard, because it's like, bro, that's real, bro. You'll see some shit. It's just like this barbering shit. A lot of people will see it. Oh yeah, y'all just chill all day and this and that. Yeah, bro. You don't understand. Like, we got to do all our own shit. We got to market our own shit. Your ass gonna sit in the shop for a little while and not really get money like that for a little while. You're gonna deal with a whole lot of barbering, a whole lot of drama, a whole lot of not barbering, a whole lot of barbers, drama, feelings, emotions. You might freaking get into it with people. The clients are picky. The clients sometimes, give you trouble. So it's like, people will see it from the outside lens and be like, damn, bro, y'all boys just chill and get money and this and that. Yeah, that shit sounds good, bro. That shit sounds good until you look at the problems. It's like looking at a drug dealer. Oh man, bro's a drug dealer. He pulls up in the fire whip. He got the fire chains. The bitches are always on him, but you don't see the shit from the inside. Those females else ain't shit, bro. They ain't shit. They're just trying to take your money. They just do drugs. They get you into drugs. The chains and stuff, that's cool. That shit don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't happy with your life, you're always worried about the police. You're always worried about somebody try to rob you. You're always worried about something, and you're always a target because you're out in them streets. Like, people don't see the bigger picture in this shit, bro. Like, you got to worry about people robbing you. You got to worry about the police. You got to worry about jail time. Like, that's the thing. Like, and we'll see it so like, oh man, that shit looks great. Like, this man got motion and this and that. But like, if you were to see the dark side of it, the cons of it, you're like, oh yeah, I'm straight. I'd rather just, stay at my raggedy ass job and make way less than have to worry about all this stress. You know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like we all go through that shit, man. And me personally, like, I didn't even really have an idea for this video. I'm just, shooting the shit off the top of the head because that's how I always do it, bro. I just always come on here and just like say what's on my mind. You see what I'm saying? Because I know somebody out there is feeling how I'm feeling too. You feel like, man, fuck all this shit. You feel like giving up, or you feel like, man, I'm not trying to do this shit, or I want to switch this shit up and this and that, and that's never gonna get you nowhere, bro. And I was just having a conversation with one of my homeboys about this shit, and he was like, bro, I could just go make so much more money doing this and that. And I'm like, bro, you've already been doing this one thing for years, bro. Just stick with that, bro. Like, you're gonna restart the time clock if you start something else, bro. And at the end of the day, you're gonna realize, oh, this is just polished shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna see the bullshit side of that thing when you're in there. You know what I'm saying? You see it from the outside lens, but when you're in there, you're like, oh, there's some bullshit. There's some bullshit. There's bullshit everywhere. So I just feel like, man, like, I just feel like usually I keep pushing through, bro. And like, the way I see it is like, when I open up a business, or if I'm gonna do something, I just learn from other people. Like, I'll see like, a certain person, how they run their stuff, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna run it like that because I understand that people are unhappy. I'm gonna try to make people happy, but it's easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sit here and judge the next man if I haven't done that shit still, yet. You know what I'm saying? Because like, some people will be like, oh yeah, like, I would run the business like this and that. And it's like, bro, you've never opened up, you've never had a business, bro. So you don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what you would do, bro. You might could be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this and that. And then you fuck around and open up that business and you're like, oh, people don't want to work and shit. So why would I give them 1,000 and this and that? It's just a whole lot of bullshit that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, man, I'm at that stage right now where I'm just like pushing through, you know what I'm saying? And to me right now, bro, nothing really matters to me, bro. Like, nothing really matters to me right now, bro, but being successful in my business, you know what I'm saying? And business wise, in like this shit, in like YouTube, and like the online, and like barbering. But also, this is the thing with having too much avenues, bro, is that you don't give your 1,000% to one, bro. You're always giving 50 here, 20 here, for another 20 here, and then another 10 here. Like, sometimes you got to double down on that shit, man, because I've done that before where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this shit, and I'm gonna do this also. But you're giving half and half, and you don't see the full potential in either one because you don't go 1,000 in one. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like sometimes that's what I struggle with, is like, what do I really want? And I'll be like, man, I really want this shit. And then I do it for a minute. I'm like, damn, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? But you always gonna feel like that. Like, I feel like that about this shit, bro. Like, this YouTube shit, you get hyped, and then for a while you're like, hell yeah. And then later on you're like, man, fuck this shit. This shit whack. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like the barbering shit. When I got into barbering, I was like, hell yeah, I love this shit. And then I was just like, man, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? At a point. But I just realized, like, I can't keep saying fuck this shit, bro. And the people that have made it, like, like successful and shit, have pushed through that shit, bro. Have pushed through where it's like, oh, I just want to, quit. Oh, I just want to do something else. They push through that shit. So it's like, damn. You know, I might be in that point where it's like, okay, Kev, like, all right, you say you want this shit, so are you gonna push through? You know what I'm saying? When it gets tough. Yeah, it's easy, bro. It's easy to ride out when all this shit's going great. But it's fucked up when the time is ticking. You know, you got bills, you got shit that you gotta pay, you know, shit ain't going pretty good, and you got a lot of other shit to deal with, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh shit, okay, now let me see, you know what I'm saying? Now I gotta do this shit, you know? So vlog, you know, I fuck with y'all, man, and I know y'all fuck with me and shit, and I know y'all been seeing, like, you see my videos and stuff. Like, I got faith, bro, because sometimes my videos only get a couple views, bro. And to me, I don't give a fuck because I just know, bro, like, when you keep on going, bro, that shit works. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen it with my own eyes, bro. Like, and I've given it half-ass. I've done that in barbering, bro. You know what I'm saying? I could be so much further in barbering, but I've always gave it half-assed. I've always half-assed it because I came in with a wrong mindset of barbering, bro. I've came in with a wrong mindset before, you know what I'm saying? And even in life, bro, and life in general, bro, because I thought life was some type of different, like, I looked at life different, bro. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm partying. I wake up whenever the fuck I want to. I pull up when I want to and still get money. Like, yeah, that shit's cool, bro, until you realize what you really want, like, in life, and that shit ain't it, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, when you give it your 1,000, like when you go hard, you really see the results and you're really like, oh, okay, this shit makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way I was thinking coming in is not the way I should be thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first started barbering, bro, like, or, you know, let's just talk about that because that's one of my avenues, right? When I first started barbering, I thought about it so differently, bro. I was like, yo, you get to pull up when you want to. I could freaking party and do what I want, and I spend this bread and this and that. And it's like, bro, now the way I live, like the way I work, the way I go to work and shit, like I'm there early as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm not partying like that every weekend like I used to, you know, and I'm more serious about this shit. And even then, when I wasn't serious, I was gaining clientele. But it wasn't as fast as now because I take it so serious. Now people see me, you know, that's why I switched it up. I wear collared shirts, long pants, because that presentation, you know, it's a lot of shit that I learned on the journey, like my presentation, and people take me more serious, and people pay you more when you serious about your shit, you know what I'm saying? And even when you dress better, people are like, oh yeah, you know, he's taking this shit serious. He ain't no just other barber that just come in, sweatpants, don't care about nothing, and this and that. Like, I could pay him my money and be happy because I know he's taking this shit serious. I know he's going to take my haircut serious. But beforehand, when I was just bullshitting, you know, it showed. You know what I'm saying? It showed. So it's like, I learned a lot from that. Like, damn. Like, if you ain't going to take this shit serious, Kev, nobody's going to take you serious. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, you know, there's a lot of lessons to learn in that shit, bro. Like, business, I swear, business is the best stuff. Like, being your own, like, you know, being an entrepreneur is the best shit, bro, because it'll teach you everything you need to know, bro. Like, about belief, about life, about people, about just everything, bro. Business, like, it's just like, and it's raw in your face. Like, it'll show you, like, yeah, bro, you either get with it or get lost. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just glad I got to learn all this shit, bro. And you know, like I said, I didn't really have an idea for this video. Usually I have like a topic I touch on, but I'm just going off the top, man. And that's what's on my head, you know what I'm saying? And I know there's probably somebody out there, you know, struggling and this and that. And I've came a long way. See, this is the thing, right? This is the thing with me, bro, is that I've came a long way because a lot of people will be like, cause the other day I forgot what I was talking to about with my barber. It was some shit, bro. You know, it was my boy, cause my boy's my barber, and it was some shit I was saying. He was like, yeah, bro, you know, you can't stop now, or some shit. He was like, you can't, yeah. He was like, you can't stop now, bro. You done so much. And I'm like, dog, what the hell have I done, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it ain't nothing. Like, you know, and he was like, bro, you quit smoking, you quit drinking like that. You know, you still drink, but not like that, like how you used to. You're in the gym with it, you know, you're building your clientele, you know, you got a girl, you got an apartment, like, you're getting there, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, bro, but that shit, that's like regular to me, you know what I'm saying? And like, sometimes, bro, we gotta like be grateful for what we're doing, bro, because every time you like wanting the next shit, bro, you're like never satisfied with the shit that you have, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that shit could be like a gift and a curse, bro, because you'll never feel good enough, bro. You'll always feel like, nah, I could do better. Nah, I could do better. You got the whip you always wanted. Nah, I could do better. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to learn how to appreciate that shit, bro, because if not, your ass will be out here depressed as hell, not ever being happy. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, damn. That shit is some real shit. You know, you gotta definitely like appreciate this shit, because if not, your ass will go crazy, man. But, you know, I'm grateful, but it's just like, that shit definitely is a gift and a curse. Like, you gotta know how to balance that shit, you know what I'm saying? But shit, I'm happy where I'm at right now. I'm definitely not satisfied though, you know what I'm saying? I still need goals to reach, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, to me, that's regular, bro. Like, losing weight, you know what I'm saying? Hitting the gym all the time. That shit's like, bro, if you ain't doing that, bro, like, what are you really doing, bro? Like, you ain't doing shit, bro. Even when I was fucking up, you know, back then, drinking, smoking, and this and that, I still would hit the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all could go back on my videos and see, like, I still was hitting the gym, bro. I just wasn't fully locked in at all. I'm eating like shit. I'm drinking Thursday to Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could just see that shit, you know, and realize, like, okay, boom. Like, that's some real shit. Like, you know, I don't know, bro. That's just like, I feel like that's a manly thing, bro. Like, hit the gym, bro. You know what I'm saying? You never know, bro, whether somebody could just grab you up, bro. If you with a girl or some shit, somebody could just grab your ass up, and then what, bro? You ain't got no strength, bro. You know, even when you have strength, you still get grabbed up. So it's like, bro, your better chances are, if you're a little swole, you got better chances of fighting, bro. You know what I'm saying? You never know what could happen, you know? But people don't understand the importance of that shit, dog. But vlog, I'm gonna fuck with y'all, man. I'm about to get up in here and cook some food, and I might hit the gym. I've been hitting the gym every day, so this week, you know, lately I've been trying to bulk up, so I haven't been hitting the gym like that. I've been doing like 3 days, 4 days, because of the fact that I ride my bike 8 miles every day. Like, I've been riding my bike to work, and I just don't want to buy a car right now, bro. I don't want a payment right now. I got my girl's car, and like, to me, bro, I've had a car. I've had like 2 or 3 cars already. And like, it's not worth me pay. Like right now, it's not a need. Like, it's a want, definitely, you know, so I could drive comfortably to work. But it's not like a need where I'm like, oh shit, bro, I'm fucking 80 miles away from work. Like, nah, bro. And the problem is that you'll get a car, bro, and just watch that shit just sit there at work, bro, and you're paying $1,000, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, sometimes you gotta realize, like, hold up, man, what the hell am I doing? You know what I'm saying? But if you work far, you need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get discouraged by that. But it's just like me. I'm like, damn, I work down the street, bro. Like, what am I doing, bro? Like, I could literally get a little e-bike and be straight, rather than me pay this $1,000 that I can invest in myself and build my business bigger, build myself bigger, you know what I'm saying? Rather than me be like, oh yeah, I got a car that I drive comfortably right down the block. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, bro. But you know, I'm just taking my life right now, bro, and I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to live a little different, bro. You know, I've already did a whole, you know, 360 on my life. Like, I live completely different from what I used to live before. You know what I'm saying? Like, as in what I eat, as in what I do, as in how I think. You know what I'm saying? And I do this all the time, bro. Like, I do this all the time, bro. Like, it's daily, bro. I start thinking, and after a while, I'm like, hold up, man. Like, this is what I value now. You know what I'm saying? Because you get older and shit, so shit starts to change and stuff. But yeah, bro, I'm just like thinking about it in a different way. Like, you know, like, that's just it, bro. Like, I'm thinking about it in a different way with my money and with my life. I'm like, hold up, man. Like I'd rather take this 1,000 and slide off and go have some fun and experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, hey, if you got all the money in the world, I'll be riding whatever the hell. I don't have all the money in the world. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, okay, when you got certain amount of chips, you got to know how to play your chips, because you don't want to just be, oh yeah, I'm fly all the time and I ain't got I ain't got shit to play with, you know what I'm saying, on the side. Like, you know, somebody told me that one time, like, bro, you don't want to put all your chips up, bro. Then you just working you ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? You just maintaining everything. You ain't got nothing, a little 200-300 to put in your pocket or go do something with, like, you know what I'm saying? And I've done that before, to where I'm spending so much and I got so much bullshit. I do so much bullshit and I'm not making enough, and you just stay stagnant, bro. Or you fuck around and overspend and really backtrack. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just a lot of lessons that I learned. So like, the way I do shit is like from lessons I learned. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm like, hold up, man, this shit doesn't even make sense. I'm gonna start doing this, you know? And that's just how I live my life, bro. But, you know, vlog, I fuck with y'all, and I'm gonna get back to posting, bro, because I really do miss posting. And the other day, I folded. I was gonna post with the gym shit, but I've been like getting locked into the gym, bro, and just going freaking hard, bro. So I fuck with y'all, man. Love.